Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing the money in your bank account was never really yours. Your house? Owned by the bank? Your car? Owned by the lender? Even the dollars themselves? Created from debt? Modern society runs on a system so strange that most people spend their entire lives trapped inside it without ever questioning it. Because debt today isn't just a financial tool, it's the operating system of the global economy. And once you see how it really works, you'll never look at money the same way again. 1. The biggest magic trick. Most people believe banks lend out money that already exists. But that's not actually true. When you take out a loan, banks don't move piles of cash from a vault into your account. They create new money digitally, out of thin air. Let's say you borrow $500,000 for a house. The bank types numbers into a screen. Suddenly, $500,000 exists. New money enters the economy the moment debt is created. That means most money in circulation was born from loans, mortgages, business loans, credit cards, government bonds. Debt literally creates money. And here's the disturbing part. The system needs people to stay in debt. Because if everyone suddenly paid off all loans, most of the money supply would disappear. The economy itself is built on perpetual borrowing, not productivity, not savings. Borrowing. 2. Why the system wants you and debt keeps economies growing. Governments want growth. Corporations want growth. Markets demand growth. And debt accelerates all of it. Think about it. Without loans, most people couldn't afford homes. Companies couldn't expand. Governments couldn't finance wars, infrastructure, or stimulus packages. Debt pulls future consumption into the present. It allows people to spend tomorrow's money today, which feels amazing, until the bill arrives. Because debt creates a hidden psychological trap. The more people owe, the less freedom they have. A person with no savings but massive debt becomes dependent. Dependent on their paycheck. Dependent on the system. Dependent on staying employed, no matter what. That's why consumer debt has exploded worldwide. Credit cards, buy now, pay later apps, car financing, student loans. The modern economy doesn't just encourage debt, it normalizes it. 3. The most powerful players use debt differently. Here's where things get even more interesting. The wealthy don't avoid debt, they use it strategically. Poor debt buys liabilities. Rich debt buys assets. An average person borrows money to purchase things that lose value. Luxury cars, designer products, consumption. Meanwhile, corporations and billionaires borrow to acquire assets that generate cash flow. Real estate, businesses, stocks, infrastructure. To the wealthy, debt is leverage. To the average person, debt becomes survival. That's why two people can owe the exact same amount, but one becomes richer while the other becomes trapped. Debt itself isn't the enemy. Ignorance is. 4. The real illusion. The greatest illusion isn't that debt exists. It's that most people think they're escaping it, while unknowingly sinking deeper into it every year. A bigger mortgage, longer car payments, monthly subscriptions, endless financing. Entire lifestyles are now built on borrowed money, and the system profits from keeping people comfortable enough not to question it. But once you understand how debt really works, you begin to see the game differently. Because financial freedom isn't about looking rich. It's about owning your time, owning your choices, and understanding the invisible system controlling both. The people who master debt control assets. The people who misunderstand debt become assets. And in today's world, that difference changes everything.